This is my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 238, Liberation. And, oh, oh god, this could end up going so much worse than I had ever feared. I mean, when this first started, I had this fear, kind of expectation that at a certain point they were going to get somehow all the resources of the Liberation Army and be able to use them for their own good, but now it seems almost like the Liberation Army is going to serve the League of Villains, which crazy, crazy out there theory, but I mean, let's take a look at it for a minute. What happened in this chapter? Shigaraki finally managed to let go of the past, let go of everything that's been holding him back, the chains that bound him. He's free. He's liberated. And despite everything he said, re-destro, he is not liberated. He is not free. He is bound and chained in expectations. And I mean, his quirk literally takes all the stress and fear and anxiety that are weighing him down, turns into power. So he's not free. Ever since he was a child, the expectations of all of his followers have been upon him. The expectation to live up to his father's legacy, to change the world, to run a multi-million-dollar company. Those are all things that have chained him, bound him down, and now he's looking at Shigaraki, who has no chains, who has managed to break free of everything, who cares about nothing except destroying what he wants, getting his goal through. And he envies him. He admires him. It reminds me, like in college, I had this friend who had a 4.0 GPA. No idea how he did it, but every time he told me that, which was quite often, honestly, I would think to myself, that is the most terrifying thing I could imagine. Just the need to always be perfect, to never get an A minus, to always keep your score so high, and Jesus. The pressure that would put on me would, I think, quite literally have killed me. Same thing with re-destro here. The pressure he has from his people, not just to be a leader, but to be the best leader, to be the symbol they all look to guide them to the new revolution. It's overwhelming, and it's just not something that a normal person can deal with without being stressed. Shigaraki, on the other hand, he doesn't give a rat's ass what his followers think of him. They want to leave, they want to turn on him, whatever. He'll kill them, or he'll just walk away. He is free. He is unbound. He doesn't care if people follow him, but he's just going to keep moving forward as best he can. Maybe he wins, maybe he doesn't. All he knows is in the meantime, he gets to destroy everything that annoys him. That's all he really wants. So yeah, I could see very likely the next chapter, the one after that, the re-destro is going to surrender and say, all I have to offer is yours. Which would certainly be interesting, though also a little disappointing, because I just really wanted like a news article at the end of this to say, the League of Villains has destroyed an entire town and massacred hundreds. That would just amuse me, honestly. In this battle, though, it was something else. Re-destro literally demolished multiple city blocks in a single hit. I mean, this explosion reminds me of nuclear tests. Just the house is all blown away in utter destruction, everything around him annihilated. And yet Shigaraki just destroys it. He uses his quirk to attack the destruction head on and vaporize it. It is an utterly terrifying use of his quirk, and good lord, he looks so badass. I mean, the art of the chapter is pretty amazing, but this shot right here of him, it's just something else. It makes him look, honestly, like, kind of like a god or an angel or just something divine, to be quite honest. It's absolutely amazing, and I love it. Re-destro, on the other hand, instead of going for the pure look, decides to augment himself with his technology. The Detonaret's patented burden-amplifying steel pressure mechanism known as Claustro. I'm guessing that's claustrophobic, so it literally wraps around him and stresses him out to the point where he can reach 150% of his stress levels. And this actually kind of annoys Shigaraki, because he's like, so you're basically doing a plus ultra, going beyond your limits? Well, that just pisses me off. Which is honestly absolutely just hilarious. Meanwhile, literally everyone else in this town is dealing with Giganto. The rest of the League of Villains, including Twice, who has his doubles carrying him, which I think is really funny. And everyone else is just like, okay, how the hell do we get away from him and save Shigaraki? They're calling up the doctor like, Doctor, save us! He's like, nah, I'd rather not. It would just give my little pet here, Johnny, tonsillitis, and I can't do that to him. God damn, this doctor is an ass. Though he does make good points. The reason he's not helping them right now isn't because he's just an ass. It's because, as he says, this is exactly why he needs to be pushed into a corner. In order to fully embrace his abilities, his powers, Shigaraki needs to go up against an opponent stronger than him and lose and come get back up and keep fighting. He needs to go essentially plus ultra here. And I just love it. He also explains that if he were to teleport them away now, the Liberation Army would be able to track them back to him, and that would be problematic for everybody. Getting the Ice Quirk user tries to go after Giganto, and he utterly fails. I mean, it's just sad. Giganto, on the other hand, looks like honestly like he's almost in awe of Shigaraki right here. I mean, he was clearly worried about him when he was calling for him and looking for him, but here his eyes go wide, and he's like, "That is the master I shall serve," which I just love. So yeah, next chapter we basically have Giganto finally reaching Shigaraki and re-destro. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen next. I theorize that the Liberation Army might end up joining the League of Villains, which would be interesting considering that thousands of them have already been murdered right here and now. Very curious to see how the news ends up reporting on this. I think Shigaraki can take re-destro on his own, and he's going to do it. He's gonna just re-destro pissed him off, and he wants to kill him with his own two hands right here. So if re-destro doesn't change teams mid-battle, definitely don't think Giganto is gonna end up interfering in this fight too much. You could definitely see him, just going on his hands and knees and bowing down to Shigaraki when it's all said and done. That would be pretty awesome. I'd love to see that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. The Meta Liberation Army. Will they end up joining League of Villains? Will any of them or all of them? What about the townsfolk? That's certainly gonna be interesting, I gotta say. I can't wait to see how they handle all this fallout. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.